All right, Shalom. For the first one, we give our praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ahchyam, Yahweh Shai, Ahchyam, Habakkuk, Kodash, Bokatam. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and to all the Ahchyam across the globe, preaching the word of truth and sincerity. I want to say Shalom. It's our day. Now I went from the Great Millstone campus, Chicago, with a walk and talk, man. And I just watched a snippet of Elder Mashapak's video. Let it go. And he's responding to the elder Richard Zawanya of Great Millstone, Chicago here, second in charge, about forgiving brothers, man, and having a heart and having the compassion on brothers, man. Everything not always rah-rah, here, and I can only speak on this camp, I'm not privy to other camps, but I can only speak on here, but, I say, like, if it's going on here, it's probably going on everywhere else, or somewhere else, not everywhere, and, we got to have a balance in decision-making and judgment, all right? We have to remember that we're all in this together. We're all in this separate, And we have to remember that this is a small sanctuary, all right? We're the remnant. And with that being said, all right, we're to treat each other in a certain manner, in a certain fashion. All right, and considering yourself when you judge, because you may be on the other end of that stick also. All right, so I'm gonna get a couple of precepts and see where the spirit go, and Lord willing, the lesson's edifying. The Proverbs 6:16 says, "These 6 things doth the Lord hate; yea, 7 are an abomination unto him: a proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood." All right? We can't walk around with our nose up in the air and being proud because we have this truth. All right? We were given this truth. We didn't make it. When somebody gives you something that elevates you or puts you on a level, and what Yahweh Shai has done each and every one of us, because we're in this truth and we're teaching and we're enduring. All right? You can't act like you get it. You can't act like you did it yourself. You can't walk around like we're invincible and walking around like we can't be touched. You can't act like we're like our shit doesn't stink, so to speak. It's a proud look, a lying tongue, man. This truth is about being honest. All right, being honest with yourself, being honest with your brethren. Okay. A proud look, a lying tongue, and the hand that shed innocent blood, man. All right, that's why, we don't get carnal. We don't revenge. We're not out here trying to be gangster Israelites. A heart that devises imaginations. Feet that be swift to running to mischief. All right? We're not here plotting and planning, trying to scheme and scam our way to heaven, so to speak. First of all, it's not going to happen. The Lord's not going to allow that to happen, right? But you can't deceive yourself into thinking that you can outwit the Lord and not give him your best sacrifice and think that you're going to get a reward for that. Okay? It's a heart that devises wicked imaginations. Feet that be swift to run, feet that be swift in running to mischief. All right? Our walk should be a spiritual walk. All right? It should include, doing spiritual things. not to always be not to always be in some jive or too much in the flesh. Okay. Verse 19 says, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren. All right. And we're here to have an honest report, a good report, not to embellish a story, not to twist it in a way to where it's favorable unto you. Okay. But to be honest, provide all things honest. You know, we're not no tailbearers, we're not no scammers, man. We don't scheme. All right. So false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren. That's the point I wanted to get, that sowing discord. All right, because we're all part of the body, man. All right, we're not here to, make brothers feel or think a certain way about another person because of how you feel, man. All right, we're to, and everybody not gonna get along perfectly, man. All right, some of us who are a little more extroverted than others, have a different spirit than the ones who like to be alone, so to speak, or don't want to come out so often. All right, but we're not here to plant seeds in brother's mind about brethren. First of all, if we all, if you wanted to, we can all look at somebody's closet and dig deep and find something to put you into a negative light. See, some things are just left to be unsaid, some things are left to be overlooked. All right, now for brother going over, it's a whole different story. I always call them character flaws. Don't let a brother's character flaws be all you think about that brother. Now there's things that brother needs to correct, absolutely. Are there things that brother could do better? Absolutely. But we're not here to make it seem like we're holier than thou, because you don't like how our brother get down, all right, in his personal life, so to speak. Let's go with that word discord. Strife, contention. All right. And we gotta be mindful how we speak about brothers to other brothers, man. How we correct and rebuke brothers. All right. And we gotta rebuke them and correct them in the spirit. Okay, not out of malice or strife. Okay? I want to see if I got some scriptures. I want to see what the cross references is in this. Exodus 20 says, thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor, and that's against anybody. All right? It's against, that's for all the tribes, all right? Somebody you don't like may do something. Somebody you may not have, you may not like, all right, does something or didn't do something, but because you don't like it, you're gonna give a bad report. No, you gotta be honest. If you didn't do it, he didn't do it. If he didn't say it, he didn't say it. We're not here to seek to get brothers in trouble. We're not just looking around and trying to find dirty laundry to air it out so the brother can get put out or suspended or anything. Let's get this Deuteronomy 19. We can hold that for later. Let's do that later. I got one. I really want to stick to the topic, you know. There you go. That's it right there. Um, Proverbs 22 and 10. You get to the point. Proverbs 22 and 10 it says, "Cast out the scorner, and contention shall cease." No, Salaki. It says, "Cast out the scorner, and the contention shall go out. Yea, strife and reproach shall cease." You know, and you know, we police ourselves. All right, we don't need any schism in the body. All right, we don't need a person who's always you know down riding brothers, getting on brothers for every little minute thing. All right, just because you can and you're older brother. Hey, we're not tyrants, so we're not lording over these brothers, man. All right, these aren't your men. All right, these men belong to the Lord, and you got to treat these men as such. Just cast out the scorner, the contention shall go out. Yeah, strife and reproach shall cease, man. Like brothers like Nazariah used to do that. You know, he would come around and he would wake brothers up out of their bed and talk shit. You know, you get him alone, he would talk shit about the elders, man. You see, but he had to go. And guess what? We don't have that spirit around anymore. All right? At the end of the day, we're all trying to do the work. We're all trying to be better. All right? He that loveth pureness of heart, for the grace of his lips, the king shall be his friend. All right, and we gotta love love each other with a pure mind, man. All right, not to be as the elder Demosaphat said, man. You know, you should love my brothers and call them your friend, but you treat them like shit. All right, in the back of your mind, you saying, you know, Shalom, how about your Shabbat? And you know, in the back of your head, you know, you're mad because the brother did something to you. All right, that really didn't even matter. You know. So this truth is about treating each other in a manner that's what's the word? That's conducive to being a man of the Lord. All right, let me see if I can find his the neighbor be also. Oh, hold on. This is my Shakaria scripture. Sirach 6 and 17. That's what I wanted to. Sirach 6 and 13. Separate thyself from thine enemies and take heed of thy friends. All right, hold on. Let me go with that word heed a little bit. I always wanted to look out Sirach. It says heed, pay attention, to take notice of, take note of, notice, note, bear in mind, mark, take into account, take to heart, take into consideration. All right? Separate thyself from thy enemies and consider thy friends. All right, I'm just substituting the word heed. So I'm going to read it again. Separate thyself from thy enemies and take heed of thy friends, man. All right? You know, and this is something that I've had problem with from times, man. All right, you may do something for somebody who may be in the world or a relative, as opposed to helping out a brother. And it happens at times. Brothers, um, have cousins or childhood buddies, and they might loan them something or give them a ride or something. You know, it's all through the spirit anyway. But the point being is that we gotta know who our friends are, man. And our friends are the ones that are fighting for Yahweh Shemi Shai. Okay, because anybody that's outside the truth is an enemy. They're an agent. A faithful friend is a strong defense. And he that have found such a one have found a treasure. And we're blessed here to have a multitude of brothers. And I don't like to call them cliques, because they're not cliques, but we have a certain group of brothers that hang out with a certain group of brothers. I can rest assure you, all right, that every brother will come and look out for a brother, man. The Lord will send a brother that you wouldn't even expect. And the brother, here I come. You be like, God damn. Man, for water, y'all boss me out shot for that brother, man. Alright? So a faithful friend is a strong defense. And either I found one, such a one, or found a treasure. And we found a treasure in Yahweh Shai. Alright? What did he say? No, disciples. This is John 13:35. By this shall all men know that ye are my disciples, if you have love one to another, man. Alright? So everybody sees, your family sees, the world sees how we treat each other, man. When we're congregating in a restaurant or we're out in the town, how we reverence each other and how we look out for each other in jams and binds. You want to discredit and talk bad about a brother. When our brother is serving the Lord just like you. It says, 15, it said, nothing doth countervail a faithful friend. And excellency is invaluable, man. Alright? It's like finding a bar of gold or a diamond in a field full of manure. That's what the world is, man. It's a field full of shit. Alright, and we found this treasure, which are servants of the Lord. Are you gonna get that up because you feel because a brother cussed you out, or because you couldn't get what you wanted at that particular time? Sometimes you gotta be patient and wait, and sometimes it's just not the time for you to have it at all. A faithful friend is the medicine of life, and they that fear the Lord shall find him. There's nothing like a phone call from a brother lifting you up. A brother may have one of them jobs where he can't make it to the line every week because of mandatory working. All right, you see him and you give him a hug, a holy kiss, All right, or even like how pops do, pop you in the back of the head, man. You see? And that's what it's about. It's about the love that we have for each other, not the faults that we're trying to bring out and make big issues about certain things, man. All right. Now, yeah, like the elder Demasipas said, like brothers need discipline on, watching what they eat, how much alcohol intake they consume. Yeah, I mean, those things are beneficial to a brother's health. And only a good friend will tell you, hey, I noticed your feet are swollen, man. Let me check your blood pressure. Are you dizzy? Shit, well, maybe you need to stay out the sun. You feeling sluggish? Well, maybe you need to stop going out and going to bed so late. Those things are beneficial and helpful. I'm looking around because this is Chicago, all right? But those things are beneficial or helpful. And only a true friend is going to be concerned about your health, your well-being. All right? not to ignore a brother's signs of, you know, of his distress or affliction, man. Okay? See, a faithful friend is the medicine of life, and they that fear the Lord shall find him. Whoso feareth the Lord shall direct his friendship aright, for as he is, so shall his neighbor be also, man. I say three things, you know, say them quite frequently, you know, that I know men of the Lord, and I've never been mistreated, and I've never not gotten anything that I needed, ever. All right? And there's times, more times than not, that I've got things that I just want, you know? And that's what being the truth is about. It's about being there for each other, man. Not trying to stir up strife and have an evil eye towards your brother, man. All right. Balance is still also about correction. All right. Matter of fact, let's get this. Oh, come on. Sirach 10:6. It says, bear not hatred to thy neighbor for every wrong. Do nothing at all by injurious practices, man. All right, Jake gonna fall and fuck up a lot. Okay? Some are gonna fall and fuck up more than others. Some other falls and fuck ups are gonna be made known, and some may not. You know? But because the brother got character flaws, some have more than others. Don't mean the brother wicked. Don't mean he's going off. You know? If he's sound on the doctrine, he's doing the work, you may have to accept his brashness or his loud speaking or you know, or his funky feet at times, you know? Because we're not perfect. All right, we're in the flesh, we're gonna fuck up, we're gonna do things carnally that are just part of being in the flesh, man. You got some brothers who nitpick. You got some brothers who always got something to say when sometimes they can just be quiet. You know? But the bottom of the line is that we're all in this together. We're all fighting for that same prize. We're all on the same team. All right? And we're not going to be trying to hurt or harm brothers or to, you know, put a stumbling block in their way just because we feel some kind of way about how that brother carries himself, all right, in the flesh. If a brother doing the work, then, you know, what else you got to say? All right. I had another one. Damn, I had another one. Oh yeah, constant water. Perfect. This is Galatians 6:1. Man, it's good. So brother, Galatians 6:1 says, brethren, if a man be overtaken in a fault, ye which are spiritual, restore such a one in the spirit of meekness, and considering thyself, that thou also be tempted. All right. So Jacob's gonna have shortcomings, and they're gonna go off, present party included, many a times. You know, we can't act like our shit don't stink. We can't act like we've never been yelled at or never had a shortcoming. All right. There's some things that are worthy of a cuss out. There's some things that are worthy of suspension. There are some things that are worthy of getting put out and doing their own thing. And there's some things that are just swept under the rug. It's all through the spirit. Okay, but when a brother go off or a brother does something, man, it don't automatically mean the whole camp got to jump on his ass, man. All right, because we're not here to kick a man while he's down. All right. It's a brethren, if a man be overtaken in a fault, ye which are spiritual, restore such a one the spirit of meekness, man. So if you tear him down, you got to build him back up, man. Okay, at the end of the day, all right, we're looking for forgiveness and mercy from Yahweh Ahchyam Yahushai. So we got to show that mercy. Now, some brothers a little more merciful than others, all right? But at the end of the day, it's all balanced out because Yahweh Ahchyam Yahushai going to make sure of that. But we just don't keep beating them. We don't kick brothers while they down. All right. You know these. I heard. I was talking to the. I was talking to the apostles and were telling us about how element will go around the camp and rebuke every single person in the camp. You know, and won't build them back up. And we don't do that. We don't need 25 brothers going in on one brother at the same time. All right, you know, just because you want to get some shit off your chest, you want to bring it, you know, and sometimes you get rebuked for something. Man, the elder lawyer just called me yesterday, or called Elder Uriah yesterday, and I walked in, you know, and he said, "Who was that, Big Act?" He's like, "Yeah." He said, "Boy, I called you to rebuke your ass." Well, he didn't say ass. He called to rebuke me for something that happened 4 months ago. And rightfully so. You know, 'cause I'm very close to that brother. You know, whenever he comes to Chicago, I make sure I see him and chaperone him to the best of my ability and take care of him when he's here. And the last time when he came, you know, I was suspended. You know, and he was upset of what I did. You know, but this is the first opportunity he had to talk to me, and he let me know how unhappy he was. But guess what? He said he still loved me, couldn't wait to see me. You know? And that's how we conduct ourselves, man. All right? A brother already getting chewed out. Depending on the chewing out, you know, if he had something little to say. All right? But we're not just going to be going in on brothers, man, for 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, you know? Unless it calls for it. Because I've been in rebukings on both ends for a minute, but those are rare. Few and far between, man. All right? You know, and I always got built back up. You know, brothers, I don't think brothers are wicked or overly wicked. You know, when they misstep or miscarry. All right? And we got to understand that just because a brother goes off of something and you don't do it or haven't done it or whatever, or you don't have that vice or thorn on your side, don't make you holier than thou. All right? Because you never know when the Lord could put you on the receiving end of that rebuke or correction for something that you did. All right? Bear ye one another's burdens and so fulfill the law of the Mashiach. For a man think himself to be something when he is nothing, he deceiveth himself. All right? So, you know, we're to bear the burdens of our brothers, man. All right, sometimes you might have to, you know, get up, take your brother to work, you know, for a week or two. You know, you might have to pick him up at 2 in the morning for a few days while his car's in the shop. All right? You know? You may have to take care of some business while the brother's out of town. All right, take care of his house, or you know, do certain things for brothers just to make sure that his goods be kept safe and things be in order. You see, this truth is not about just posting up videos and rebuking Big Shirley. All right. You know, because once you start getting heady and high-minded and strong-minded, like your shit don't stink and you don't fuck up, hey, you're doing nothing but fooling yourself, man. All right? You know? So let every man prove his own work, and then shall he have rejoicing in himself alone and not in another. You know, if we was talking to the younger brother out there in Indianapolis the other day, me and the brother Kaya, and Shalom Kaya. All right. About we can't save you. The apostles can't save you. All right. The elders and brothers can't save you. So we gotta do our own work. We got to establish our own relationship with Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay? Because when the time comes, when the Lord comes to test us and try us, and we want to make sure that we're doing all we can to stand, man. All right? There's nothing better than completing a task and it gets A plus from the teacher. You know? For every man shall bear his own burden. You know? And our own burden is our own walk in this truth, our own way of conducting ourselves amongst the brethren, man. All right, sometimes, you know, you got to accept certain things, man. And it may be just your lot to do that. You know, sometimes you're just a whipping stick for a little bit. You know, ask your one, ask your carrier. You know, hell, shit, ask me. When I'm around certain brothers, hey, I'll be the brunt of it. You know, at times. You know, being a low man on the totem pole, and you gotta, you gotta do something you probably don't want to do at the moment. You know, but it's all through the Spirit. All right, brother's not lording and burden and lording and being a tyrant over Ahchyam. You know, that's all I had to say through the Spirit of Ahchyam. Shout to water, Abba. You know. All right, so with that one said, call Allah, Yahweh Shai, that one to the Apostle Elder Great Millstone. Until next time, Shalom and a blah, blah, blah.